I'm one of the, oh, by the way, this meeting is being recorded.
I think everybody has just given their explicit consent.
Thank you for that, and welcome everybody. So over the next little while, what we're going to do is we're going to invite some of you. Dave's actually created a random number generator. So we're going to identify a few lucky souls who are then going to have the opportunity to pilot their own SpaceX style rocket, asterisk, not SpaceX. And the object will be to take off from one pad and using your keyboard keys, land it on the other. And this will actually be following some real world science that Dave can talk about. So before we do that, first I want to say hi, Dave. Dave Spencer. We're both from VTScada by Trihedral. We're the Platinum engagement sponsors. And Dave, tell us a little bit about this application, how you created it and why.
Yeah, sure thing, Chris. So, this is, it's built in VTScada, which is the SCADA software where many of us are sort of associated with. So we do kind of play around with the software just for fun oftentimes. And anyway, so this is something that I did just to do a few tests of something I was looking to try. And then it kind of grew into, well, I may as well kind of finish that into an application. And the neat thing about it was, like you say, is I kind of joked that this is the worst use of VTScada ever, because it's very much a serious software for industrial control systems, not for making silly rocket games. But at the same point, the funny thing is that the lines of code to do the physics, is probably maybe 25 lines of code or whatever, and then we get the physics engines basically done. The rest of it, all the telemetry and everything, when I kind of look back, the stuff that was really easy to do, in terms of looking back at your launch and evaluating your telemetry and doing all of that, that actually would have taken a really long time. Right. But it's just kind of like copy and drag, and how the data is stored, how you deal with the users, how you put it online. So I converted this obviously from an application that was running on a Windows platform and just moved it online. And we're running that on 3 different cloud servers for you guys today so that we can put it in somewhere where you are. And we're actually even using telemetry through your web browser. So when you press a key on the web browser, that will actually send a key back similarly to as if you were doing it through like an internet protocol like MQTT or something. And then that will make an action happen at the rocket. And then you will see that action replicated back in your system, and it's all done through tags and other things like you would normally do in a SCADA system. So I'm just going to show you a quick introduction, and I'm going to start back here just so that I can log into this like you will. So when you guys go to participate, we'll send you a link that will take you to this screen, and we'll also send you some credentials. And that will bring you into a page here. And this is going to bring you into this mission control page where you're able to see everything that's going on in the game or the simulator. And from there, it will queue up the sounds and load a few things for you to get everything ready. And then when we tell you that it's your time to fly, you just go over here and you can click on this "It's my turn" button. And this will take you to this page. So the first thing to do is to put in your name here. And we rolled the dice earlier, and it looked like Pedro will be the first one to try it. So we'll get Pedro queued up in a moment here. And I already had that, so you can just put in your name there. And to fly the rocket, it's really quite simple. Going up is easy, going down is more challenging. So right. To start off, you just hit spacebar to launch. And one thing that I will note is that if you press a key and you don't see anything happening, just click on the screen, because I found once in a while that my keyboard, especially when I hit the N key, sometimes loses focus from the browser. But so you just hit that to start, and the rocket will come up. And so the goal is to basically, as efficiently as possible, and your score at the end of the day is a function of your maximum altitude, the time it takes you to land the rocket, and also the amount of fuel you have remaining in the rocket when you land on that pad. And I'm saying when, because I'm sure you'll all do wonderfully. So you just bring the rocket over the pad here.
I have to say that Dave's making it look extraordinarily easy here, but it's really... can you keep my name there? So I see my name there. Can you keep it there? So that's my that's my score.
Wow, Pedro, you're doing really well for a first timer.
So basically,
Very
that's all
nice.
there is to it. And if you do that, you get the, and if many of you do that, then we'll take a look at the scores, and we will allow people to, anyway, and so our top score, I believe it is, we'll get that that gift card at the end of this. So Pedro,
Now,
we're going to go ahead, Chris.
Yeah, would you just open up the key? You have a page that actually like a help page that shows all of the different keys.
Oh,
Would you
yeah,
put that up
yes.
for?
Sorry, yeah. So
And maybe
yeah,
give
so-
everyone who hopes to, maybe everybody take a screen grab of this just so you can look at this on your own.
Yeah, and this is all the information is actually on the registration page as well.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, basically it's spacebar to launch, and then that will automatically put you into full throttle. S is to decrease the throttle. W is to increase the throttle. You've got Q and E for your reaction thrusters. And you basically, if you wanted to push the nose toward the right, you'd hit the E key. If you wanted to push the nose toward the left, you'd hit the Q key. And the thrust vectoring, where I'll just launch again, and you'll be able to see the thrust vectoring down here, is the A and D keys. So you can see there, I'm able to move the thrust around on the rocket, and I can use the E and Q keys to do those little gas thrusters on the top. So, and then the other thing we can do is, and I guess I should state here, the stresses on the rocket are shown here, and you've got your axial and planar stresses. And if we overstress the rocket, then we will get into a situation where we will have our rapid unscheduled disassembly is the space term for what just happened there.
The official space term.
So, and you can see this. And so, yeah, so what's neat about this is we actually have all of our kind of telemetry recorded in here. So we can go back through and we can actually look through that launch and see exactly what happened or what went terribly wrong during our launch.
What's also interesting is up in the top right-hand corner, you can see that, now they're gone, they're cleared, but you've got a limited amount of fuel. So you'll actually get, as per a regular SCADA system, you'll have a low and a high level alarm letting you know when you're getting low.
Yeah, that's right. So, and your fuel there, as you can see, your fuel burn here. And then this on the side here is your gas thruster, or is your, yeah, your top thrusters there. So, Chris, I'm going to let you take over a little bit, and I'm going to get Pedro his credentials.
Very good. All right, so while Dave's setting that up, I'll tell you a little bit about the history of how this game got here. Well, so Dave created this basically because he can, and he's smart. And he was showing that to us. And we actually host an online show called The Automation Village, which Pete, who's on the line right now, is one of the producers, and also Natasha is a major contributor. We all work together to bring this show together every month with experts from all over the automation industry. And so this is just one of the things to, so it's not just a lot of talking heads. We try to bring in as much fun activities as we can. So we thought we'd bring this in, and one by one each month we bring in a guest to take a shot at landing the rocket for big prizes. But this is the first time we've brought in a whole room full of people, and one by one brought them in to fly. So I'm sure nothing can go wrong and everything will go great. So that's good.
Yeah, that's right, Chris.
So now, Dave, is Pedro going to have the opportunity to take a test run, or does he just get, is he one and done?
I think so. We'll definitely give Pedro the opportunity here to have maybe a couple practices, especially where he's the first one.
Thanks.
So Pedro, just let us know if you have any issues logging in there. Put it in the chat there. There's a URL, and then there's a username.
I'm logged in. But there's
okay, cool. So I am just going to jump over to your server. Or Keith, did you want to take over that screen share there?
Yeah, sure, I can.
So Keith is a little closer to the server. Keith is not far from you, Pedro, and we put you on a server that should be not far. So we're trying to keep your latency as low as possible. I'm in Canada, so He says, we'll jump over to a server that's close to you.
There we go. So hopefully you should be able to see a server which is located in Western Europe.
Yep.
Here, where it's a lovely
See it.
sunny evening in Aberdeen, Scotland.
All right. So Pedro, up in the top right there, you should see a little button that says "It's my turn." You can click that to go to the pilot page.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I see it now. So now this is the moment of truth, is it?
That's right. So
Okay.
your name should already be in there. So when you hit spacebar,
It says Kit now,
Actually,
oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right.
but I
we put
don't
you on a
mind.
different server.
I don't mind getting the first attempt as Kit.
Okay.
Yeah. it won't be any worse than I've done, so that's perfect.
Or me, Pedro.
So whenever
Audio hotspot. Hotspot.
can I
All right,
try
whenever
now?
you're ready, Pedro.
Okay,
give it a
Go
shot.
ahead.
Conecting. Logos.
3, 2, 1.
Launch.
Ooh,
And he's off.
Oh, here we go.
We have ignition. Steering the tower.
I like that the tower retracts as you come up.
Yes. Okay, a bit more juice there. In trouble, Pedro.
ooh.
That's
Yeah.
one way to go. Oh no, he's heading into the dials. Oh, go up the fuel dial.
I think
You're
I have
gonna need that.
the controls mirrored.
Yeah. So just as
Right.
a small tip, Pedro, if you press the key of the direction you want the rocket to travel in. So if you want the rocket to travel over towards the right, you would use either the E for the reaction thruster to point
Yeah,
that direction, or D for the vectoring to. And also, I mean, Dave is a smart cookie there, so there's all sorts of calculations going on with the fuel weight and everything. So when it's best not to let it travel too far. So if you go a direction, you may then want to correct it back just to keep the trajectory looking
So,
good.
yeah, I would suggest for now, forget A and D on the vector on the engine
Right.
and just use the sort
Q
of,
and E.
yeah, just use Q and E, because you should be able to sort of carry that rocket across. So get it up and press the, once it's, halfway up the screen there, hit the S key to sort of throttle down, and just use those reaction thrusters to kind of slowly bring it across the sky there.
Right. Okay. So this will be the real one now, will it?
We'll give you a couple.
Okay.
You need to change your name with the pilot name.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When you, so if it looks like it's all reset there, so you can put in your name and we'll be ready to go. There you go.
Right.
Whenever you're
Oh,
ready.
Pedro, no pressure.
It's not like this is for $100.
Oh, this is good.
It's good. Just ease
Oh.
it back a little.
It's getting
Nice,
aggressive.
Nice.
It's getting very aggressive.
Oh,
All right, so you can see there so there's a little too much pressure on the nose of the rocket there. So if you keep it a little more vertical and just try to,
Ease it over.
yeah, I would say don't worry about running out of fuel right now.
great. Oh, this
That's-
is looking very promising.
Yeah, very good.
That's it. Start taking off some of your. That's it.
Right.
He's getting the hang of it now. So you need your
Okay,
landing
Aha.
burn.
Pedro, do it for
Button.
RISP.
Now,
You're gonna do it. Landing
now
burn.
you need to burn a little bit. There you go.
Oh, it's
More,
looking,
a little bit
oh
more.
no.
Other way. Other way.
Oh,
So close.
Oh,
That was looking really good.
So close.
I start feeling the pressure.
Pedro, in fairness, that's really what the Starship has looked like in nearly all their landings anyway, so don't worry about it.
right, it's true.
Right.
That was a really good attempt, though. Yeah.
Okay, I think I know how to begin. Now I'll need to find the finish line.
Here we go.
Pedro has cleared the tower.
We need the soundtrack to the Right Stuff movie.
He's aiming for the moon, which is a good aim there.
Yeah.
Good. Get your landing burn on. That's it. Stop it tilting.
Oh, ho, ho.
Ooh, getting there. The other way. Other way. Other way. That's it.
Ha ha ha.
Okay.
Wow.
Looking good.
Free falling.
More power, a bit more power. Straighten it up. Straighten the other way, other way, other way.
Other way, other way, other way. Other way, other way. Oh!
It's quite interesting that the latency, because I can see the explosion before you guys see it, which is quite.
So do you want to try one more time and then we'll
I'll try
we'll give someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, talk us through your strategy, Pedro.
I have to admit, Shayna's strategy was the funniest. She said, "It's called survival."
It did help a little bit.
So Shayna, any advice there you want to give Pedro?
That's right. Yeah, we had Shayna
Looking
do
good.
this last
Yeah,
week.
Shayna. I'm not sure Shayna, if you've seen the videos, is the best person to ask
So
for
funny.
advice.
yeah, I think Shirley hit the nail on the head.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I'm the best person to ask
Oh.
for advice.
This
but-
is looking really good. So tap E a couple
This is
times
looking
there.
really good.
E.
E, tap the E key.
slow
Yep.
and
Oh.
easy. Yeah.
Oh.
All right,
Straighten it up,
W.
straighten it up.
Oh,
Straighten it up. It's
no.
gone too far.
That was looking so good.
Oh.
You got the gear deployed again.
That was a great attempt, though. That was really good.
Great try, Pedro.
Well done, Pedro.
Thanks.
Thank you for
Nice
being
job.
first.
Nice job. So next up, and do you guys have the ability to raise your hand? If somebody does, then raise your hand. Just open up that reactions and show raise hand there. I just want to see if we can find the next person to come in
Yeah,
here.
you do have that, and I think, can we give an award just for the most epic crash? Is that possible?
That's
Yeah.
allowed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, number 5.
Oh, then I may want to go again. But
All right. I just rolled the dice
joking.
on
I
our...
won't embarrass myself. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I did see Miss Cozy. Forgive me.
Hi, no, it's fine. It's
Moyo?
I'm looking for the link to the site.
Okay, so we'll send that to you as a private message if when we get you queued up there. So
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit of, yep. So that's good. Thank you for volunteering. Just take us a second.
Wow.
cool. So yeah, and
So
you're
where are
coming-
you? Tell us a little bit about where are you coming from today?
I'm coming from Zimbabwe.
Oh, fantastic.
Ah, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you. And
how's
yourself?
how's the conference been going so far? I'm coming from Halifax, Nova Scotia, on the east coast of Canada.
Oh, nice. The conference has been good so far. It's eye-opening, huh?
Oh, that's great.
Been
Direct
really
message.
well organized, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff Shayna and Shirley and Sapir and Amir have done. It's just been something else.
It's
Best
been
yet.
great. Yeah, so I just sent you
Yeah, this
a
is-
private message there with
Lovely.
a link and also your login name and password.
Okay,
I think we've all been to a lot of.
I'm trying to log in now. 1 second.
Perfect. So you should be connecting to our West Europe server. So it's neat. Keith actually did a lot of the configuration on this. So Keith, you put SCADA in the cloud many times last week.
I did, yeah, and honestly, it's really very straightforward. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not so different from just installing SCADA on just on a desktop machine, but you're obviously doing it in somebody else's machine somewhere else in the world.
Yeah, there was
go
some neat things that I saw there with because we use Azure for this.
We did. Yep.
But there were some things like it was really just a click of a button to turn off the like the remote desktop port. So some things that people would get nervous about with a cloud system, you've got a separate sort of security portal where you can just like with a click of a button turn off some of those things that you'd say, well, this is an area that's definitely going to be attacked. Well, if I don't have to go into it all the time, I can just turn it off until I need it, and then it's available, right? So there was some cool stuff. And I think Azure also has a lot of, like, they've got their own VPN, and they've also got some nice DNS stuff for people looking to, manage their different domains and other things.
Absolutely. And we also installed TLS certificates onto the server. So we're actually doing this over HTTP. So as real control systems would be, we're doing this end-to-end encryption so that nobody can eavesdrop on this or can take control of the rocket mid-flight. More's the pity in my case, because they might do a better job.
Yeah, that might have helped me too, Keith.
Sure.
Actually, Keith, were you sharing the sound as well? I'm not hearing any sound.
I suspect it probably wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if you want to reshare the screen and
let
then
me
select
try that.
select the sound as well to share.
Yep, no problem at all. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen just for a second. I'm going to go and try and play that back.
And while Keith's doing that,
while Keith's doing that,
go ahead, Chris.
Oh, I was just going to welcome anybody who sort of came in late. I noticed a few people arriving. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. This, of course, is Dave's Rocket Challenge. Oh,
I hear the
and
rocket flying.
we've already had one contestant who has managed to try to land the rocket from one pad to the other using the simulator that Dave created using our VTScada software. And as Dave pointed out earlier, this is probably the most inappropriate use of a SCADA solution. However, you'll notice as we talk about various things that it uses a number of core SCADA technologies, such as thin clients, such as trending, such as the historian, and script code. So here we are sharing the screen again, and we're just taking a moment to get our next contestant queued up. How's that going?
It was going well, but you can see.
Well, that was me just testing the sound. Sorry.
So Keith won't win any prizes today, except for hosting. You're doing a great job of hosting.
All right, so let's just check there.
I'm connected, but I can't see the rocket.
Okay, so you might be still loading in some of those assets. We'll see how your internet speed is there. So at some point you should see a little button in the top that says "It's my turn."
Oh yes, I've seen it.
Okay.
Yeah, and if you click that, that may help. Keith, would you mind hitting the N key in the pilot's console there just to reset that rocket? Currently just a ball of fire.
There we go.
Now I need to change your
And
pilot.
then for Keith, for you, it's the little hamburger menu to get back.
Perfect.
Awesome. So whenever you're ready, basically it's going to be spacebar to
Do you want to
launch.
put in your name?
Oh, yes, please.
And would you like a brief review of the operational keys before you begin, or are you good?
No, I need the brief review.
Right. So basically the way it's going to work is it's spacebar to launch. I would suggest not worrying about the A and the D key for the thrust vectoring. It tends to get a little tricky. So you can use Q and E to basically do those reaction thrusters. So if you hit the E key, the top of the rocket is going to want to push right. If you hit the Q key, the top of the rocket's going to want to push left. And W is to increase thrust and S is to decrease thrust.
Oh,
and you just tap the key. You just tap the keys. So we'll give you a few practice runs. And you should have a little button right in the middle of the screen that says change pilot. And if you want to hit that, you can put your name in, and then all the scores that you get will be linked straight to your name.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm ready.
Say all the telemetry and everything gets logged into the historian and stuff. So like I was saying earlier, is it's kind of funny. The atypical part of this is doing rocket stuff, not SCADA stuff, and kind of doing the physics and stuff in the background, which realistically in the grand scheme is very little code compared to everything that would have been required to do the alarming, the events, the telemetry, all of that kind of stuff. So
Dave, I'm really glad to hear that because I'm sure Elon Musk is just delighted, you know, that it's kind of easy just to do the rocket stuff.
that's well, yeah, you can tell him. Yes, we would have landed on SN.
SN
So should we give it a 3, 2, 1, go?
All right.
Liftoff.
Yes, let's count you in.
Countdown.
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Blast off.
Nothing.
Will we hear-
Okay, just click in the browser.
Browser.
Click on the page, and then if you hit the space bar.
Nothing.
Oh,
we're off. We get sound.
oh, we can hear it this time. That's great.
Yep.
It's very aggressive.
It's going to be a short trip, I think. Hey! Good first effort, I think.
It's got some serious lag.
Oh, do you got some lag? Okay.
Yeah. Let me get off the Zoom call.
Okay, let's try it one more time. So this time, Dave, do you have any advice for?
Yeah, I think one of the
Feel
big things
cozy?
is that rocket really should never really move beyond probably, 15, 20 degrees in terms of how vertical it is. There's quite a bit of fuel. It's not supposed to take sort of a ballistic trajectory. Just kind of that
Right.
nice gentle ease. You've seen some of those SpaceX.
Oh, here we go.
before.
Okay, cleared the tower.
All right, so
Nice.
and we'll see if we get that
Start to angle over.
there. All
we
right,
go.
now hopefully, okay, it's pretty aggressive on the angle. And he's higher up though,
I think
so
he's-
there's a lot less
he's
air
copying
resistance.
your-
he's gonna do a
if
flip.
you're up high. Oh, okay, this is looking good.
Being fancy.
Power.
Oh,
Power, power, power. Oh! That one had points for style, though.
Yep.
I suspect
Well,
that there's quite a lot of latency on there, is there?
Yes, exactly.
yeah. So you are coming to us
Yeah.
from, I think, still quite far from.
It is.
Good. Nice and controlled.
Oh, this is looking good.
Oh,
Oh, this is looking really good, really good.
oh. That's it. Go
Oh,
for
wow.
throttle up. Holy moly. Good, good.
Oh no! I think you
Oh.
might have. I think you might have hung there for a minute because that was looking really good.
That's our built-in alarming, by the way.
I'm just going to acknowledge those alarms just to.
Yeah, thank you. Nice.
Nice angle.
This is looking good. Ho ho. That nice. Pause in the middle. Oh,
Back
I think
into
we know how
the
this one's going to
landing
end.
pad.
All right, yeah, go back where you came from.
I don't know if enough
Go
fuel
back to
exists
home.
to get back, but this
Can
is
you do
easy
that,
sided
Dave? Can you
enough, so
land back on the pad?
He's just going to space.
I'm out of here. Goodbye. Boy, you could really go far.
This is quite hard.
It is actually. It's definitely harder than.
I think did it ever come down? We're still going. It's still
So you can see there
somewhere.
on the telemetry, you can see the velocity is increasing and you can see the rocket's actually pointed fairly well. So it's interesting as it becomes more stable.
But the altitude is
glides.
no.
And
Yeah.
there we go.
Oh, it's
Actual.
happened somewhere else.
Yeah, so you can see the altitude was coming down, but the speed, the velocity,
The
and then
velocity went through the roof.
the
Wow.
stress was too much.
Nice.
There we go.
Nice flight, though.
One last go.
Sure.
Yep.
Oh, this is great. You're doing great, especially with the latency. It must be. It's like trying to do this on
Yeah.
Mars.
You're
Well,
already
inside
better at
your-
this than
your,
I am.
Your thrust vector
Whoa!
is set.
Is that-
You blew up Shayna's message. I think one more time. One more once we reset. Give it one more shot. There we go. And we've cleared the tower.
Straighten it up a bit. That's it. Straighten it
Oh, a more aggressive approach this time.
up. Little bit.
It's looking quite good
Directly
though.
across. Ooh. Yeah.
That's interesting. Oh, a bit upside down.
Oh, yeah. Oh!
God.
Fortunately, you've run out of fuel.
Lot of alarms.
Da, da, da.
Oh,
The
it's
A
sky
big
is
round of
not as
applause.
All right, I think that gets the
Great
most
attempt.
alarms in one attempt.
Yeah. Also, major points for style. You did some really nice maneuvers there.
Yeah.
Also, that's the first
Solid
time I've ever
points
seen
for
someone leave the field entirely.
That's great. Also,
So
Well
a
done.
round of
Thank you,
applause.
Larry.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much.
I think we might be ending up giving out a prize from amongst, if nobody actually lands it, we're still going to give out a prize today. We'll either give it out for style or we'll have everybody vote. And in the
So-
meanwhile, we're going to take a moment. Now, go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, no, go ahead. I was just gonna get ready to see if we could queue up somebody else to get them in.
Yeah, so again, in the chat, if you can raise, I'll just open up the chat again. If you're able to raise your hand, if you want to volunteer to be the next person. So far, the prize will go to one of 3 people, so your odds are really good. Just by playing, you've got a good
Shane
shot
might
at
do
winning.
a demo again of her excursions. We're in the chat saying that she might.
She's a pro.
I think Shayna might give it a go while we're waiting.
Okay,
I think Shirley needs to go
Very
too.
good.
Though. I don't know. She's looking too comfortable right there.
that's true. I'm all for that.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was
So,
Oh.
yeah. What about Shirley ahead of Shayna?
I don't see Shirley.
Shirley,
on the
would you
list here.
give
Oh, there
us a
she is.
thumbs
Yes.
up if you'd like?
What was the question?
I was
Would
just
you like
saying,
to fly a
you're
rocket
looking
ship?
Too comfortable there.
Oh, that's the question.
We're thinking that. Would you like to give it a go?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be terrible, but yeah, let me know what do I need to do?
Yeah, I'll send you the
You need
link.
to be terrible.
Okay.
So just while Steve's doing that, I'll run over the controls for you. So probably the easiest thing is just to use the Q and the E keys, and that will steer. So if you press the E key, the rocket will steer over towards the right, and if you use the Q, it'll steer over to the left. And then the W and S keys. So it's the rocket starts off with 100% thrust when you launch. Press the space bar. So you can press the S key and it will take it down to 50% thrust. And then if you press the S key again, it will turn off the thrust altogether and you'll end up in free fall. And then if you press the W key, you can go back up to 50% and W key again, and it'll go up to 100%. So you got a bit of control over there. So I would concentrate on those 4 keys. Says me, the expert rocket lander who's never actually landed the rocket. But that would be my layman's advice for you there.
Let's do it.
You
Let's
got
do it.
this, Shirley.
And spacebar just to launch. That's it.
That is correct. Yeah.
All
That
right,
easy.
let's
Yeah,
do it.
and if you have any issue, if you hit a key and nothing happens, just click like on the screen, and because sometimes it'll lose focus. So, but yeah, I'm sure you'll do good. So I just put your name in there, and I sent you the information in the chat. So Keith, why don't you give us a demo of this?
Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
And he's off.
All right, so
Good luck, Keith. So, Keith, are you going to take a very high parabola approach or a more direct approach?
I'm going to try and keep it low, but I've always found that to be a difficult.
yeah, low is definitely gives you more reserve fuel, but it is tricky. I find a lot of people carry too much horizontal speed, and then scrubbing that can be difficult. So this is looking pretty good, Keith.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this. Keith's just snookering us the whole time. I'm gonna go back through the historian, and Keith's probably got loads of points.
I bet $20 on Keith, so I'm hoping he's going to make it.
Right. You can tell Keith spends a lot of work in the oil and gas business because he's just burning fuel.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Oh!
Oh!
Good attempt.
Yeah, that's not how to do it. See?
That's pretty good, though. That's so close indeed. All right, Shirley, are you all set up?
I think so. You guys let me know.
So there should be a button up at the top there that says "It's my turn" underneath the settings and help. Have you clicked on that?
I have, sir. I have.
Awesome. So you're ready to roll. Yeah, whenever you're ready, just hit the space bar and let's see what happens.
You're off. We have ignition. Shirley has cleared the tower.
We want to start. There we go.
All right.
Oh.
No.
And I think you're gonna. Oh. Not bad for a first try.
Very hard. Very hard. Yeah. Okay.
How's the latency for you?
There's a little bit of lag. I guess what happens when it starts, when I start, I guess, falling or crashing? I have to press on the W. That's the tip.
I think once you've decided you're falling or crashing,
you're in
okay.
trouble
So
there.
if it starts descending, if you so W is to increase the engine thrust and S is to decrease it.
Got it.
But yes, if you get to the point where you say I'm falling and crashing, then I would say it's too late.
You would say try a different game. I got it. Okay, let's try.
Very nice.
That's a great trajectory.
Yeah.
Don't let it tilt too much, though. Right.
Oh, yeah. It's maybe a.
Oh, maybe
you're gonna do a loop-de-loop. Oh.
See, I was going to say, Jeremy. I'm not sure if Jeremy Lenz has. Signed up as well, you know.
I'm chewing.
Okay.
All right.
I can try.
Any other advice before she takes another shot?
I think you accidentally vectored your main engine there. I think you may have hit the A or D key. So I noticed the engine vector was over, and that really does send you in a spin.
All right.
And I'm thinking Jeremy Lenz had said, I think he's going to give it a go. Are you, Jeremy?
Okay. Last go then.
Great.
Shirley.
Just watch you vector. Yep, there we go.
Nice. Aha. This is looking good. Very nice. Very nice.
So Shirley, tell us what your strategy is.
You know what? I'm just trying to stay really focused. Really focused. Yeah.
This is great. Look at
Go,
this.
Shirley, go.
Absolutely.
Shirley.
Whoa.
Shirley.
Go, Shirley.
Boom!
Roger, Tranquility. We got the men down. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot.
SpaceX is.
That was amazing.
Shirley.
Shirley won't be at SWAN next year.
You
She'll be at
pulled that out of the
SpaceX.
top drawer.
Yeah, I should
That's
be
right.
in NASA.
Yeah, exactly.
That was very good.
And now for the truth. That was Dave behind the scenes.
It's a multi. That is true. Sorry.
That just killed
I
you.
said that in
Oh,
the chat.
man.
But it was really good. I loved seeing everybody so excited.
Oh man, yeah, we were just like.
All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Jeremy.
Shirley sold it.
quickly here.
Okay.
That's it.
How do
Look at Shirley. You had
So
the right
Jeremy,
expressions of
tell us, where in the
concentration.
world are you?
I am in Northfield, Minnesota, USA.
Oh, okay.
excellent.
So I'm going to send you to a different server here. 1 second.
Okay.
And I'll do this quite quickly.
Oh man, that was funny. Oh, that's sort of just.
Oh, so now
I
Dave,
could
now
I
it's
could have done the
tilted.
poker face, but it was just so funny. It was just so fun to see you all get
Oh, I totally
excited.
bought it. You look totally in it to win it.
Shayna's Go Shirley. That was awesome. That
And
was
I particularly like Dave's distraction technique of. So tell us about your technique there. Shirley.
This guy, Dave,
Don't talk to
you're
me
a
right now.
genius. You're a genius.
I thought you guys would call me out. I was thinking my camera's over here, the screen's over here. I'm far too focused. Also, my keyboard's quite loud.
The good news for everyone else is that neither Shirley nor Dave are eligible to win the prize. So
Right. So I'm just going to grab screen sharing here, Keith, to bring up
go ahead.
Jeremy's.
So I've stopped my share there.
so while we're setting up Jeremy, tell us about what you do.
I am an independent consultant in water and data. So this is like a holiday week for me.
Excellent.
I've been doing a lot of due diligence, looking at 300 different companies in the last year, helping Stanley consultants with their digital water strategy. So
Excellent. Wow.
Yeah,
You have to bring rocketeering as another.
I was like, how does
That's
this fit
right,
into
yeah.
this? But it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Be very clear. It's rocketeering, not racketeering.
So could you
It could be both.
the controls again,
Yeah.
Dave?
When we start playing for money, then that'll be both.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So you said basically Q and E in space.
Yeah, so I've got it shared on the screen right now. So, so when you hit spacebar to launch, you'll automatically be given full throttle,
Okay.
and then you can hit S to decrease the throttle or W to increase the throttle,
Okay.
and then you've got Q will be one of those gas thrusters on top of the rocket, and Q will push the rocket to the left, and E will push the rocket to the right. And so you're just going to tap the keys. You don't have to hold any keys.
Okay. So just tap spacebar to launch.
Just tap spacebar to launch, and then, like say, even to do the thrusters and stuff, you just tap them and they'll pulse.
Oops. I am flipping off of this screen when I hit spacebar.
So
Why is
yeah,
that?
and have you clicked over to the do you have a click to change pilots kind of button in the middle of the screen there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you're on the pilots page there.
And just click on the actual window.
And
Just
it
make sure
keeps
that.
flipping me over to your VTScada website when I hit spacebar.
Oh, I wonder if maybe you're not actually, have you clicked on the screen? You're looking at the screen sort of the same as I have here?
I'm trying to.
And
That
you're on
is-
your laptop?
No, I'm on the desktop.
Or sure. So
So-
yeah, so if you click on the screen itself, just say click on the moon, say.
Yeah, it keeps jumping into your VTScada.
Okay, what browser are you using?
Chrome.
Okay, yeah, it should be essentially the same. Let's see.
So based,
maybe
you know,
the
based
It's
on
My
Shirley,
Turn.
do you want to take control, David, and just, you know, I'll act like I'm flying and
Oh, we've set a dangerous precedent.
Maybe it's my turn, or you already pressed that, Jeremy?
yeah, I don't know. It just keeps going over to your website. with a new tab.
That's weird. I don't even think we have a link to our website in.
I know.
I
yeah,
mean,
that's
if
different.
you know, I mean, I did land it. It was under my name, so I'm happy to.
Well, it's actually not your website. It is a VPN login. So.
Oh, is it? It might be the Thin Client. The screen to open the Anywhere client.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, so your login credentials would have been there, aren't they?
Have you used the login credentials that Dave sent through?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that's what you need. Yeah.
in the chat, Dave sent through a link. Can you use that link?
That's why I'm confused. Okay.
You got it? There we go.
And I actually have a commitment. I thought I would get this done. I have a commitment at the top of the hour.
I mean,
I really want to fly it. So let me see if I can make this work. Okay. So why is it not doing it this time? There we go. Okay. Fly me to the moon. I guess.
And then after Jeremy, you can then evaluate VTScada as part of your due diligence this year.
Exactly. Yeah. You've seen our Thin Client. You've seen our historian, our graphic elements.
So you're going to click this "It's my turn" button when the page loads there.
Okay. It's my turn. Okay, so I just hit spacebar.
Yeah, so it's helpful if you just click by the moon just to make sure that you have focus on that page there, and then hit the spacebar to launch. There you go.
Jeremy?
I've not seen anything. Oh, there it is. Okay.
There you go.
It
Let's
may
go,
still
Jeremy.
be caching some of the images.
We can hear you now. You used it. There we go. Other way. Yep.
Then you can hit S to sort of throttle down a little bit.
Hi, Jeremy.
Or
Yes.
Going,
the
though.
arrow
Let's see, is it coming back
on?
approach.
Let's see where you. You're
there it
tumbling.
is.
All right.
This could be the most spectacular yet if you could give it a bit of power.
I think you could pull this out. I think this is going to be fine. I feel like you've got this.
Maybe not.
Oh.
Rapid, unscheduled
Spectacular.
disassembly is just the nicest, most politically correct way of saying
Isn't
epic
it just
crash.
lovely?
All right.
I think that is the official term.
Fantastic
That's funny.
finish for today. Thank you. This is so much fun.
Oh, excellent. Thank you, Jeremy.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Okay, thanks very much,
Take
Jeremy.
care. Okay, bye-bye.
So what about we have Anisha has been there a while, or just gone, is she? Or Zanel, David Blades, you've been there a while.
Anybody else?
Anyone want to give it a go?
Now, how much time do we have left, by the way?
You've got 5, 10 minutes, 7 minutes officially.
Okay.
But so I don't know if is it Zanel, if you wanted to have a go, or if you want to watch, that's fine as well. But beyond
Or
that, Rick,
we could,
I think our
if
time
nobody else, then we.
actually ended about 3 minutes ago.
what was
I
that?
think right now I think our time ended about 3 minutes ago, actually.
I think that's true. So
Oh, really?
we may want to have a conversation about which of our two contestants is the winner.
Well, you still have, yeah, so Rick and Zanel are still in. How's that then as well? Are you guys able to hear us?
Yeah, I think everybody
Yeah, Rick is
is.
there.
So Chris.
I hear you. It was just the other session wasn't started, so I came in to take.
Okay, cool. So
You want to give this a go, Rick?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Or would Pedro like to have one more go as well, and maybe and then finish out with Shayna?
Thanks for
that's,
that, Pete. Yeah, I'm just thinking. So does that mean that Dave is the winner?
negative.
No.
So I'm wondering,
So-
is Pedro still there? Or is he gone?
I
Pedro's
am
back.
here. I am here.
Do you want,
Okay,
do you want to try
Pedro,
and give
would
it
you
one
like to
more-
jump
one
back
more
in?
go?
Yes.
Go for it.
So do you want me to take back screen sharing there, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, it's up to you, Keith. That would probably
Pedro,
be
you're going to do it
useful.
this time.
I need to open the link again because I closed it.
Okay, so
No
I will.
problem.
Would you like us to send that to you, or do you have it there?
Oof. Can you resend it, please?
Yeah, no problem at all.
So I've grabbed the screen there, Dave.
Perfect. Thanks, Keith.
No worries.
And that's Western Europe. And
Yeah, it's a slightly unusual application, Rick, for a SCADA system, isn't it? This part of it, anyway.
It's a futuristic view.
Mm. Boom.
I figured I would give it a try just whilst we were waiting.
all right, so Keith.
You're gonna land on the moon.
Oh yeah, nicely done. It's going to take a whole lot of thrust.
That's fine. Oh,
It's just a yellow warning.
Yeah.
Oh, that's more serious.
That's bad. That's not good.
Okay, now you're in trouble.
Oh, the landing gear's out. That's good.
Oh, well.
Oh.
So Pedro, I think you're up.
Yeah,
you connected?
I get my turn here. Yeah.
All right, now we expect big things now.
Oh.
No pressure or nothing.
Apart from say, people not downstream or down.
Nice. You're going for the high arc. Nice.
Yeah, I think that's usually a pretty safe approach. So I usually do kind of exactly like Pedro's got here, is I'll try to go just over kind of the bottom star on Orion there. You can see he's just kind of cruised through Orion's belt. And he's coming in. This is a really good trajectory.
Yeah. In fact, I had to check to make sure I could see your hands, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. Yeah. Now it's just about the fuel.
Don't worry
Don't
about that alarm.
Nice. Burn.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Good recovery.
Pull it out of the fire.
Oh,
Pedro.
Oh.
that was close. That was close enough.
I was landing. I thought I was landing.
I was convinced.
I thought you had it.
Go again. Go on. Give one. Let's go. Here you go.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
go
for it.
You got to land this thing. Cleared the tower.
Good arc. So where did you say through Orion's belt, Dave?
Yeah, right. This is a nice trajectory because it usually leaves you enough fuel to make a few, and it gives you enough sort of vertical speed that you can make those corrections.
Right.
It's also a lot easier because the air's a lot thinner, so the rocket's a little more responsive, kind of at the when you're up high there.
I think it's amazing that you included air density in this model.
Well, it's funny because it actually plays a key role because I mean you wouldn't think of it, but the rocket is a fixed object, right? So the center of pressure on the rocket is in one place, but as you burn through that fuel weight, the rocket will actually change the direction that it wants to twist.
Burn. I'd say you technically landed that.
You landed that one.
I'd say.
I think. Can we give him that?
I think we'll give him that.
I think that was the closest we've got. That was really good.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Pedro.
Thank you.
Bravo.
I mean, SpaceX counted the one that landed and blew up on the pad anyway that day, so.
All right.
Sure.
They
I
always
was
do,
saving
yeah.
this all day for some like triumphant landing that wasn't a forgery, but
look.
Very good.
Excellent.
Well, great. Thanks.
Anyway.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to everybody. But I guess you are everybody now. So the two of you, thanks for hanging around, Rick and Pedro. Enjoy the rest of the conference, and if you're feeling lucky, or maybe you could show up for the next installment later on tonight.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know what it's like for in your time zones. But what is it? It's
7 p.m. here.
Night.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning for me. So
Yeah,
I'll leave
4
you guys-
a.m. You want to get out of bed? Give it a go again.
So
No, that's
anyway,
great.
all right. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you.
So
Cheers,
really
bye.
appreciate it.
And
Thanks,
thanks,
everyone.
Dave.
Take care.
Thanks, Keith.
Thanks,
welcome.
Keith. Take care. See you
Cheers,
guys.
guys.
Bye bye. Bye bye.